right, gang. Hey, welcome. It's Treasure Tuesday. That's right, Treasure Tuesday. And here at Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, that's right, it's the second Tuesday of the month. So what does that mean? That's right, it's game night. That's right, game night. And I tell you what, children, no fighting over who gets to be the race car, I tell you. Anyway, gang, welcome. Out. Let's see who's here. Hey, there's Matting. Hi. Rivendell Coins. Hi. Ghost Talk with the Rise. That gal, she follows me everywhere. Who's your hillbilly? Hi. Michael Kittle, Rare Coins. Hi. And Yovan Gall, hello. North Jersey Tech. Did you get that snake, North Jersey? Anyway. Miss Paula Bloom, hi. Youper Digger, hey, there's Mrs. AWR, hi. And Ozzy there, and hello. And I tell you what, the gang's all strolling in. Hey, TNC Diggers, how are you? And I tell you, hey, there's Youper Digger, hi. And welcome to another Tuesday here at Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. And hey, there's Metal Pirate Girl, I think I saw earlier where she is driving, be safe. And I tell you what. Hey, there's Hoogie. Hi, Hoogie. And welcome to the episode here at Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. Yeah, that place. And hi, Miss Paula. And Jersey History Hunters. Hello. And I tell you what. Oh, there's Mr. David Carlisle. Dave's not here, man. And welcome to, again, another episode. And I tell you, we've got a crazy show for you tonight, believe it or not. And, but anyway, I guess that's to be expected, I think. But anyway, gang, here we go. Well, I tell you what. Oh, there's Miss Linda Wallace. Hi. Digaholic. Hi. Mike Badger. Hi. American Woodland Relics. Hey, there's Mr. Woodland Relics. Hi. And anyway, gang, we're going to get this thing rolling because I think we're probably going to be well over our time limit tonight. But anyway, hey, there's Wild Bill. Hi, Bill. And anyway, gang, like I said, it's game night here at the Risers, where we're kind of be a little bit more relaxed. Oh, yeah. And just as loud, but relaxed. Anyway, all right, gang, welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. That's right, live stream, where clothes are optional for the viewers. That's right, clothes are optional for the viewers. But anyway, gang, however, for edification and safety of the viewers, the host will always be clothed. And I tell you what, as late as I was running tonight from the shower and getting dressed and getting all ready, it almost didn't happen. But anyway, gang, tonight we've got a mail call, and we also got an upcoming, and of course, that's right, since it's game night, we're having games. Who would have thought? But anyway, gang, here we go. I tell you, we're going to roll this sucker right along because, oh yeah, like I said, we are kind of, we're not pressed for time, but it seems like we've got an awful lot of stuff to fit in. But anyway, you know,
great, honey. You have the people in the chat stripping now.
We should play some little burlesque music. Now we need the saxophone, and we have to censor ourselves. We can't get the French horn. The French horn is just going too far. Saxophone, okay. French horn, no. But anyway, gang. All right. Well, first off. Now, I tell you what. First, I want to thank Anonymous. Anonymous, I thank you. And we did have an anonymous gift who... First, they didn't want to show what they were donating, and they didn't want to say who. But you know what, gang? They know who they are, and a very hearty thank you to you. And also, too, gang, Miss Linda Wallace. She also, I tell you, wonderful supporter of the shows. You see her all over the place, and I tell you what, gang. Now, we had already decided to send Miss Linda Wallace kind of a thank you, and before you know it, in yesterday's mail we had more stuff from Miss Linda, and I tell you what, gang, fantastic. She thinks I have bad breath. She sent me Altoids. No, I'm kidding. She actually is packaged inside. But anyway. We have different stuff. We have stuff for the, we have our nominal gifts for like giveaways for the game night, okay? And she was also nice enough to send us more coin necklaces and other various coinage. And I tell you what, thank you, Miss Linda, ever so much for supporting the channel. And I tell you what, this stuff here, it means more to me than if somebody was to send a monetary gift, just because it just kind of spreads stuff around. And I tell you what, Miss Linda makes these snazzy coin necklaces. They are really cool. But anyway, so you'll be seeing more and more of that throughout the different shows and whatnot. And again, Miss Linda, I thank you oh so much. And again, do be checking your mailbox. And I wasn't expecting that, and you already was sending you something, and it just reaffirmed that, we were so glad we did it. But anyway, gang, all right, with that upcoming, oh boy, guest host spot will be pushed back into August, probably the middle of August. And then, gang, we'll be going live probably on Saturdays now, probably every other Saturday as well. Now, it's still in the works. I'm still kind of developing the idea. It won't be like our usual Tuesday live stream, but we'll also be going live on Saturday afternoons. At least that's the idea. Every other Saturday. Not every Saturday, but like every other Saturday. And we'll be developing that idea a little bit more, and we're going to be doing some testing. And we'll see how it works. And it should be probably a good time. I hope it's a good time, but we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whack. But anyway, gang, mugs for mugs. Oh, you guys are probably tired of hearing about this. Holy cow, Reiser's going to talk about mugs again. Holy cow. Well, I tell you what, gang, it's almost it went away. It's almost the end. Now, mugs for mugs, for those of you who purchased a mug, thank you. And, gang, you've got until July the 19th to get me the photo of you and your mug for the silver giveaway. Now, Sentinel's right there. But anyway, you got until July the 19th to get me the photo with your mug, with the mug. And then, gang, on Tuesday, July the 23rd's live stream, we'll be giving away that silver round to one of the lucky entrants. And also, too, gang, we went over the 1,500 mark over the subscribers. I think we're like at 1,518 now. But anyway, also, too, on the 23rd's live stream, in celebration of that new plateau, we'll be over there. We'll be giving away a mug. So, hey, if you didn't have one, guess what? You can actually possibly win one on the 23rd. Boy, okay. What else we got going on? Holy cow. Operating tonight with only one page of notes. We also got some stuff lined up for this upcoming, not quite fall, end of summer, beginning of fall, which you want to be sure and look around for. And of course, start planning now. Reiser will be having the New Year's Eve Jamboree. Can we call it a jamboree? Okay. New Year's Eve Jamboree. I don't know, kind of puts a little twang on it. Jamboree. But anyway, gang, do stay tuned for more details about that. That'll be a big giveaway show. And it'll be about 5.5 hours long. And 5.5 hours long. Now, there will be a schedule. So you know when to pop in and pop out. Or if you're going to stay for the whole thing, that's fine, and drink through the entire thing. No, I'm kidding. But, 5.5 hours long. And there will be some pre-recorded segments, and there will be some live segments, and there will be specific times for the giveaway, so you know when to pop in, so you won't miss them. And I tell you what, I spent almost this entire year now planning for the New Year's Eve Jamboree. I don't know, we may change that name. Anyway. With that, welcome. Who's popping in? I see. Oh, there's Lincoln Central Coins. Hi. Who's your hillbilly? I see him. I thought I did. And Treasure Hunting SWPA. Hi. And I tell you what, gang. Ron just digging live. Hey. Anyway, well, we should go over. Can I cover my mug with my mug? That'd be kind of an idea, just kind of be like the neighbor Wilson from that show, just kind of, that would work. Tool time. Home improvement, yes, okay. And Riv says, when will the Reiser Mug 2.0 be available? They will be having another round of them coming up in, I think, September. I have it written down. So if you missed your chance, you'll have another crack at it. But anyway, gang, I tell you what we are going to go ahead and cruise on into the game night segment, which is, well, probably fill the rest of the show. But before we do, first and foremost, I tell you what, gang, we do have a couple of rules. One, you can't win more than once. Basically, if you've already won one, well, we're going to take the next answer right after you. And basically, I'm going to tell you this. Don't feel like you can't answer anyway, because I tell you what, we've got some toughies tonight. So basically, if you already won one, guess what? Still answer. You may be helping out your fellow treasure hunter. Number two, as you see it scrolling down the bottom, you've got 1 hour, that's right, only 1 hour to respond to me via email if you've won and you want your nominal prize. Now, all the prizes tonight are nominal. They're a coin. Hey, you know what? It's something in your mailbox that's not a bill. And but anyway, so yeah, 1 hour after the stream ends, send me an email with your address and etc. And yeah, we'll be sending your nominal prize off to you. Number three, and most important, that's right, have a good time. Have some fun with it. And who knows, there may be something in here you did not know, or something that you may want to research further. And well, anyway, but that's right, have a good time. And we're going to kick this thing into gear. All right, gang. First, oh boy, all right. Question number one. Are you guys ready? Holy cow, we're rolling right into this. And moderators, hey, if you would give a hand. If you see people come in late and want to know what's going on, do give them a hand. And oops. But anyway, question one. This is going to be easy now. Question one. Tess Trueheart is the wife of what comic strip character? That's right. Yeah, you may have recognized it. Anyway, question one. Tess Trueheart is the wife of what comic strip character? Hey, all right. Yeah, Reiser should have really read the question first before popping things up onto his screen. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway. But anyway, gang, that's right, Dick Tracy. Now, Dick Tracy is an American comic strip featuring Dick Tracy, a tough and intelligent police detective created by Chester Gould. The strip made its debut on October the 14th, 1931 in the Detroit Mirror. It was distributed by the Chicago Tribune, New York News Syndicate. Gould wrote and drew the strip until 1972. That was a heck of a career. Since that time, various artists and writers have continued the strip, which still runs in newspapers today. Dick Tracy has also been the hero in a number of films, notably one in which Warren Beatty played the crime fighter in 1990. Writer Tom DeHaven praised Gould's Dick Tracy as a weird, demented, and no kidding, but outrageously funny American Gothic. While comics historian Brian Walker described Dick Tracy as a ghoulishly entertaining creation, which had gripping stories filled with violence and pathos. And I tell you what, gang, Dick Tracy was probably, for the longest time, one of my favorite comics, but more so than that, Dick Tracy was also probably one of my favorite cereals, as in like not eating cereal, but like a segmented movie type cereals. But here, have a look at this.
Hey, you. Take him, Dick!
Anyway, he eventually gets the bad guy. And if you didn't recognize the bad guy in this episode, that was actually Boris Karloff. And this was kind of a break that he had from doing monsters and horror and all this. Of course, he's still playing a bad guy. But poor Boris Karloff, I was kind of looking at it when I was doing the clip. Poor Boris Karloff, he was actually beyond middle age when he was doing this serial. And he eventually has a fight scene. Of course, he does all the climbing over. He's doing a whole lot of running. He was, I tell you what, I think it was 50-something in this. He was doing actually quite a lot for a 50-some-odd-year-old guy. And especially a guy that had arthritis really bad. But anyway, see what you do for money. Anyway, gang, all right, question number 2, if you're ready. You ready? All right. Now, I can probably put these ones up here because they're not really part of the question. Who knows? It may even help you solve it. And bang. Hey, guess what this question is going to be about? But anyway, gang, question 2. Which property represented as a railroad on the Monopoly game board was not actually a railroad? Now, I'll read that again. Which property represented as a railroad on the Monopoly board game was not actually a railroad?
Well, we have 3 out of 4, but none of them are right.
Yeah, I tell you, you guys got to hit the 4th one and you'll be right. Bacon Railroad. Hey, there you go. All right, Michael, that's right. The short line. Actually, the short line, it was a bus company. The history of Monopoly can be traced back to 1903 when American anti-monopolist Lizzie McGee created a game which she hoped would explain the single tax theory of Henry George. It was intended as an educational tool to illustrate the negative aspects of concentrating land in private monopolies and the negative aspects of fighting with everybody you're playing with. And especially if that one person lands on boardwalk, that just, oh boy, I tell you, if there's anything that makes somebody feel really sour, it's landing on boardwalk for the hotel. But anyway, gang, she took out a patent in 1904. Her game, The Landlord's Game, was self-published beginning in 1906. Lizzie created 2 sets of rules, an anti-monopolist set in which all were rewarded when wealth was created, and a monopolist set in which the goal was to create monopolies and crush opponents, which causes fighting in the household. Several variant board games based on her concept were developed from 1906 through the 1930s. They involved both the process of buying land for its development and the sale of any undeveloped property. Cardboard houses were added and rents were increased as they were added to a property. McGee patented the game again in 1923. According to an advertisement placed in the Christian Science Monitor, Charles Todd of Philadelphia recalled the day in 1932 when his childhood friend Esther Jones and her husband Charles Darrow came to their house for dinner. After the meal, the Todds introduced Darrow to the landlord's game, which they then played several times. That had to be the world's longest dinner party ever. The game was entirely new to Darrow, and he asked the Todds for a written set of the rules. After that night, Darrow went on to utilize this and distribute the game himself as Monopoly. Because of this act, the Todds refused to speak to Darrow ever again. You stole my game. They probably refused to talk to him if they landed on the boardwalk. But anyway, after the game's excellent sales during the Christmas season of 1934, Parker Brothers bought the game's copyrights from Darrow. When the company learned Darrow was not the sole inventor of the game, it bought the rights to McGee's patent for just $500, which was still actually a considerable sum in 1934. Parker Brothers began selling the game on February the 6th, 1935. Cartoonist F.O. Alexander contributed the design. U.S. patent number US 2026082A was issued to Charles Darrow on December the 31st, 1935 for the game board design and was assigned to Parker Brothers Incorporated. The original version of the game is in this format is based on the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey. And back in the time when the mafia was still running Atlantic City. That's why there's a jail part. And I don't know. My Nana had wooden houses and hotels. I tell you, we had the yes. And Miss Linda says, I have a Pokemon Monopoly. And AWR, I have the Dale Earnhardt. But I tell you, there's so many different versions of this thing now. Mad Magazine Monopoly. Oh my! Wait, the winner is the first one bankrupt. There you go. That's a change.
Yeah, that's the one we need when we play it down.
I always pick the card. Now, yo, man, don't fight over who gets to be the card. Oh my goodness, I died. Anyway, gang. All right. That was such a long-winded history. I forgot who the winner was. Oh, Mr. Kill. All right. Question number 3, if you guys are ready. Well, ready or not, here we go. Question number 3. What was the only U.S. battleship to be present at both the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December the 7th, 1941, and at the D-Day invasion on June 6th, 1944? Now, if you guys have been watching the other coin chats, you may know that answer. And again, what was the only U.S. battleship to be present at both the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December the 7th, 1941, and at the D-Day invasion on June the 6th, 1944? Hey, there we go. All right, the USS Nevada, the second United States Navy ship to be named after the 36th state, was the lead ship of the 2 Nevada-class battleships. Launched in 1914, Nevada was a leap forward in dreadnought technology. 4 of her new features would be included on almost every subsequent U.S. battleship. Triple gun turrets, oil in the place of coal for fuel, geared steam turbines for greater range, and all-or-nothing armor principle. These features made Nevada, alongside its sister ship, Oklahoma, the first U.S. Navy standard-type battleships. Nevada served in both World Wars, World War I, World War II. During the last few months of World War I, Nevada was based in Bantry Bay, Ireland, to protect supply convoys that were sailing to and from Great Britain. In World War II, it was one of the battleships trapped when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Nevada was the only battleship to get underway during the attack, making the ship the only bright spot in an otherwise dismal and depressing morning for the United States. Still, it was hit by one torpedo and at least 6 bombs while steaming away from Battleship Row, forcing the crew to beach the stricken ship on a coral ledge. The ship continued to flood and eventually slid off the ledge and sunk to the harbor floor. The Nevada was subsequently salvaged and modernized at Puget Sound Navy Yard, allowing it to serve as a convoy escort in the Atlantic and as a fire support ship in 5 amphibious assaults. Basically, it's the invasions of Attu, Normandy, southern France, Iwo Jima, and Okinawa. At the end of World War II, the Navy decided that Nevada was too old to be retained, so they assigned it to be a target ship in the atomic experiments at Bikini Atoll in July of 1946. The ship was hit by the blast from the first atomic bomb, Able, and was left heavily damaged and radioactive. And unfortunately, it eventually became sunk. Anyway, there you have it. USS Nevada.
The reader wants you to start this next question with saying, "Hey Siri."
Hey Siri. All right, yeah, it took me a second to get that. I actually could lead into a horrible joke, I mean, could you imagine asking Siri, "Hi Siri, where's all my underwear?" And would it be funny if she responded like, "You got them on." Anyway, gang. No, actually, you need to rename Siri. Make her anyway, gang, or all right, gang. She'll respond. All right, here we go. Question number 4. I like this next question. It kind of brought me back a little bit, and I actually had to watch an episode. I don't know. I can't believe I'm admitting that. I had to watch the episode on television or the YouTube. But anyway. Question number 4. What is the name of Oscar the Grouch's pet worm on TV's Sesame Street? That's right. What is the name of Oscar the Grouch's pet worm on TV's Sesame Street? Oh, close. Hey, there you go. All right, North Jersey. That's right, Slimy. Sesame Street is an American educational children's television series that combines live action, sketch comedy, animation, and puppetry. It is produced by Sesame Workshop, known as the Children's Television Workshop, until June of 2000, and was created by Joan Gans Cooney and Lloyd Morissette. The program is known for its images communicated through the use of Jim Henson's Muppets, and includes short films with humor and cultural references. The series premiered on November the 10th, 1969, to positive reviews, some controversy, and high viewership. It has aired on U.S.'s national public television provider, PBS, since its debut, with its first run moving to premium channel HBO on January the 16th, 2016. Now I have a question. I haven't had TV in years, but is Sesame Street still on PBS or is it only on HBO? Anyway, the format of Sesame Street consists of a combination of commercial television production elements and techniques which have evolved to reflect the changes in American culture and the audience's viewing habits. With the creation of Sesame Street, producers and writers of a children's television show used, for the first time, educational goals in a curriculum to shape its content. It was also the first time a show's educational effects were formally studied. The show, therefore, has undergone significant changes in its history, and adjustments to the format and content have been changed and altered and etc. to reflect the change sources to the curriculum. And there you have it. Sesame Street. Can you tell me the way to Sesame Street? And I wonder if parking's expensive at Sesame Street. And there you have it. Sesame Street. Oscar the Grouch. Isn't that what Ken Peavy has for a avatar for Facebook? Ken, if you're here, did you know what your worm's name was? I don't know. Anyway, gang, up next. Oh boy. All right. Oh, okay. Reiser, do not put any of the pictures up yet. Okay, I got that.
I want that. Didn't Big Bird was our slimy in one of those lost episodes that Oscar got some bird shot and well.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to read that one.
And Miss Linda says, yes, it is still in PBS. All right. Grover was awesome. Anyway, I tell you, I don't know if I really had a favorite from, I can't remember growing up if I had a favorite from Sesame Street.
Oh, I like Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus. I think I had a Big Bird doll when I was like toddler. But I tell you, great piece of pop culture. All right, here we go. Question number 5. And, oh, the count. I missed the, can't forget the count. 1, 2,
Yeah,
Okay. Question number 5. What enduring advertising symbol was created by a Virginia schoolboy as part of a drawing competition in 1916? And again, what enduring advertising symbol was created by a Virginia schoolboy as part of a drawing competition in 1916? And I tell you what, this is a toughie, and I'll probably go ahead and throw up a couple of pictures to give you a little help. But here we go. First person in the chat.
No, not Sammy's favorite.
Who is that guy? Mr. Peanut. All right, that's right. Mr. Peanut, trademark of Planters Peanuts. And the young man was Antonio Gentile of Suffolk, Virginia. And by the way, the competition that he won for this, why, he won $5. $5. Well, I don't know. That was a kind of like a competition. But anyway, Planters Peanut Company was founded in 1906 in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania by Amedeo Ovici and was incorporated 2 years later as the Planters Nut and Chocolate Company. The factory in Wilkes-Barre has since closed down. In 1916, a young schoolboy, Antonio Gentile, submitted drawings of an anthropomorphic peanut to a design contest. After Gentile's design was chosen, the commercial artist Andrew S. Wallace added the monocle, top hat, and cane to create the iconic image. While Gentile's family originally received $5 for winning the contest, Ovici befriended them and paid Antonio's and 4 of his siblings way through college. How about they got more than $5 after all. After Ovici paid Antonio's way through medical school, he became a doctor in Newport News, where unfortunately he died of a heart attack in 1939. There is a disputed claim that Frank P. Kreises Sr., a Wilkes-Barre artist and head of the Suffolk plant, made the additions of the monocle, top hat, and cane. Andrew Wallace's daughter, Virginia, maintains that Kreises joined the project after Mr. Peanut was created. Neither Planter's history nor other sources still in circulation positively identify the artist. By the 1930s, the raffish figure had come to symbolize the entire peanut industry. Mr. Peanut has appeared on almost every Planters package and advertisement. He is now one of the best-known icons in advertising history. And I tell you what, down to the Jersey Shore on the boardwalk, you can actually still see statues of Mr. Peanut, and which are kind of neat, cool. I wonder if they're really that old. I know they're old, but I wonder if they go back to like at least the 1920s. But anyway, there you have it, Mr. Peanut. All right, we have to get rid of Mr. Peanut. Bye, Mr. Peanut. Okay. Mr. Peanut is a nut. Mr. Peanut was a Gentile. Oh, okay. And anyway, hey there, Miss Anna. Hi, and congratulations. I tell you.
Your jersey says, don't ride the Mr. Peanut statue instead of a crowd contact.
Okay, all right. Time for that thing. And that thing. We got pictures to even help you out. All right, gang. Well, question number 6. In 1960, the citizens of Hot Springs, New Mexico, voted to rename their town in honor of a then popular radio show. What is it now called? And the question again, in 1960, the citizens of Hot Springs, New Mexico, voted to rename their town in honor of a then popular radio show. What is it now called? Hey, there you go. There you got it. Congrats, Z. Truth and Consequences, or T&C for short. And Ralph Edwards was the host of that show. Now, Truth or Consequences is a city is it a city or town? Because I don't know if it has a population big enough to be a city. But anyway, we'll go on. T or C, or Truth or Consequences, is a city in the county seat of Sierra County, New Mexico. In 2012, the population was 6,411. It has frequently been noted on lists of unusual place names. And I tell you what, I've always wanted to visit Truth or Consequences just so I can say I've been there. But anyway, originally named Hot Springs, the city changed its name to Truth or Consequences, the title of a popular NBC radio program. In March of 1950, Ralph Edwards, Ralph Edwards also did This Is Your Life. What else did Ralph Edwards do? He also did a couple other shows, but This Is Your Life is probably what he's best known for. Anyway, Ralph Edwards, the host of the radio quiz show Truth or Consequences, announced that he would air the program on its 10th anniversary from the first town that renamed itself after the show. Hot Springs officially changed its name on March the 31st, 1950, and the program was broadcast from there the following evening. Edwards visited the town during the first weekend of May for the next 50 years. This event was called Fiesta and included a beauty contest, a parade, and a stage show. The city still celebrates Fiesta each year during the first weekend of May. All right, now I know when I want to go. The parade generally features area celebrities such as the Hatch Chili Queen. I don't want to miss the Hatch Chili Queen. I have a yearning to see the Hatch Chili Queen. Anyway, Fiesta also features a dance in Ralph Edwards Park. There you have it. See, your town too could have changed its name to Truth or Consequences. Oh my goodness, I tell you. That's actually the city hall there. And beauty contest. How do I enter? Oh boy, Anyway, gang, up next. And we actually have some more photographs for you to take a look at. Pictures, photographs, pics. And let's see. This is going to be question number 7. And, oh boy, isn't that pretty? Oh boy, that's, wouldn't you love to dig one of those? I would love to dig one of those. And but anyway, here we go. Question number 7. Why did the English call their gold coins guineas? That's it. Why did the English call their gold coin guineas? No, North Jersey, no. After the chicken. No, not after the chicken. Why did the English call their gold coins guineas? Oh, there we go. There's a hint for you. Someone throw it down in the chat. Rivendell coins just gave you a hint. And
Has nothing to do with getting hen.
nothing. It could possibly have to do with something of the material. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not silver. No, no, no. Not silver, but Google failed me. Hey, Blues, how are you? Hey, there you go. I know who I got first on my screen. Who do you got?
Hoosier?
No.
Who do you have?
I have, well, didn't Hoosier win one already?
Yeah. And then I have CJ.
CJ's who I got. Congrats, CJ! All right. Woo. Wow, that was a toughie. The gold for the coins was initially mined in Guinea, West Africa. Although the coins haven't been minted since 1813, this term, guinea, is still used to denote a value of 21 shillings. Now, the guinea was a coin of approximately 1/4 ounce of gold that was minted in Great Britain between 1663 and 1814. The name, that's right, the name came from the Guinea region in West Africa, where much of the gold used to make the coins originated. It was the first English machine-struck gold coin, originally worth £1 sterling, equal to 20 shillings. But rises in the price of gold relative to silver caused the value of the guinea to increase, at times to as high as 30 shillings. From 1717 to 1816, its value was officially fixed at 21 shillings. When Britain adopted the gold standard, the guinea became a colloquial or specialized term. Although the coin itself no longer circulated, the term guinea survived as a unit of account in some fields. Notable usages included professional fees, medical, legal, which were often invoiced in guineas, and horse racing and greyhound racing, and the sale of rams. All right, which one does it belong? All right, you can get your bill. You're going to be billed for guineas, and we can make your wagers on horse racing or greyhounds, or you can pay your doctor's visit or your lawyer, or if you buy rams. I don't know. In each case, a guinea meant an amount of £1 and 1 shilling, or 21 shillings. But anyway, gang, there you have it, a guinea. And also, too, those guinea chickens, they are some of the scariest looking creatures on the planet. And I tell you, guinea. Because they didn't like Italians. Oh, my goodness. Oh, North Jersey. Oh, my goodness. Hey, who's that guy? All right, gang. Question number 8. What is the measurement of... All right, here we go. We'll try this again. What is the measurement of 1 foot based on? Basically, it was a royal figure in history. What is the measurement of 1 foot based on? And it's based on a royal figure in history. And you're looking at him. And I think if you know Latin, you can probably figure it out. a Kong's foot. Yupper girl, hey Eskimo. Oh, there's Liz. Hi, Liz. And up close, King Who.
It's not so fun.
Hey, there you go. I see Yeoman. You see Yeoman?
Yes.
All right, Yeoman. That's right. 1/3. Now I tell you what, this cat had to have some pretty long arms. 1/3 of the length of the arm of King Henry I, 1068 through 1135 of England. That's right. Henry I, oh boy, also known as Henry Duclair, was King of England from 1100 to his death in 1135. Henry was the fourth son of William the Conqueror and was educated in Latin and the liberal arts. On William's death in 1087, Henry's elder brothers, Robert Curthose and William Rufus, inherited Normandy and England, respectively, but Henry was left landless. Henry purchased the county of Cotentin in western Normandy from Robert, but William and Robert deposed him in 1091. Henry gradually rebuilt his power base in the Cotentin and allied himself with William against Robert. Henry was present when William died in a hunting accident, wink wink, in 1100. This sounds a lot like somewhat recent politics. Yeah. William died in a hunting accident. It was an accident. It was only an accident. And he seized the English throne, promising at his coronation to correct many of William's less popular policies. And later on, why Henry married Matilda. That's right, Matilda, not the cartoon. Henry married Matilda of Scotland, but continued to have a large number of mistresses by whom he had many illegitimate children. And who knows, you could be right now a heir of the throne over at the over in England. But anyway, Henry I. Oh boy, I tell you. There you have it. And now I'm realizing I am missing pages again. How could I miss pages?
Okay. Gentleman wants to pass his prize along.
Okay.
So next game night, we'll use gentleman's prize.
Okay. And I'm missing pages again. I cannot believe it. This is the second game night in a row where I actually have not have my pages. And I tell you, Rosie, I tell you, oh my goodness, now she's stealing paperwork. I don't know. All right, gang. Well, here we go. Question number 9, and I think I had a segment, a video segment lined up for this, and I think I was going back and forth about using it or not using it, and anyway. I tell you, usually I even do a run through, like the night before, when I usually put the stream together, make sure I got everything. And I tell you what, I was not only reading it, but I was also working on a little bit of a media presentation with this question. But I like to bite the heads off that. Anyway. All right, gang. Well, question number 9. Why was the Animal Crackers box designed with a string handle? And I tell you what, gang, you probably get the answer if you watched one of my Minutia Minutes, because I actually talked about it in a Minutia Minute segment I did probably about 2 years ago. Why was the Animal Crackers box designed with a string handle? And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It has to do with a holiday. Now, see, Mrs. AWR, that's what I thought for years and years and years, and it's actually not true. Bang! There you go. Congrats, congrats. Past and present metal detecting. That's right. The animal-shaped cookie treats were introduced in 1902 as a Christmas novelty and packaged, that's right, packaged so they could hang from the Christmas trees. There you have it, animal crackers. And I tell you, to choke your little sister who always bit the head off the animal, oh my goodness, I tell you. And what was kind of neat is how they're still in production today. And, we've had a lot today as far as, we had peanuts, now we got the crackers. I should do a whole food segment one night. But anyway, gang, that's right, animal crackers. Now, in the minutia minute that I have, I don't remember off the top of my head, but the miles and miles and miles of string that they still use to make the handles for the cracker, it's obscene. I don't remember, but it's like miles and miles of string they go per year that they use for the hand. Anyway, gang. Oh, and they do taste pretty good. And now they taste like cardboard. I thought they taste like chicken. No, okay. But anyway, gang. Oh, we've got a toughie for you coming up, and but we do have a little bit of a segment with it, a media segment with it. And that's question number 10, our last question for the evening. Oh, applause. But anyway, here we go. Oh, all right. Let's see if I can find the right pictures for it. How? And how? And all right, here we go. Question 10. I tell you what, I like this question, and if nobody gets it, I'll have to play the media segment as the hint. What enduring song was introduced on Black Tuesday, the day the stock market crashed in 1929? And again, the question is, what enduring song was introduced on Black Tuesday, the day the stock market crashed in 1929? All right, I think we're at the play. Oh boy, that is that close. Close, close. All right. Well, I think we are going to have to play the clip for the hint. Maybe. Well, it's not. Wow. All right, David. Congrats, congrats. And yeah, that there is what it is.
Happy days are here again, the skies above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again.
But anyway, gang, that's right. Happy days are here again. And I tell you what, that probably had been really tough to swallow back in 29. And by the way, George Olson's band, who was the band for the Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City, is actually the originators of that song. And what struck me was the Hotel Pennsylvania. Believe it or not, there's a famous song about that. If you guys happen to know Glenn Miller and Glenn Miller's orchestra, Pennsylvania 65000 was based on the Hotel Pennsylvania's phone number. But anyway, gang, back to history. The Great Depression was a severe worldwide economic depression that took place mostly during the 1930s, beginning in the United States. The timing of the Great Depression varied across nations. In most countries, it started in 1929 and lasted until the late 1930s. It was the longest, deepest, and most widespread depression of the 20th century. In the 21st century, the Great Depression is commonly used as an example of how intensely the world's economy can decline. The Great Depression started in the United States after a major fall in stock prices that began around September the 4th, 1929, and became worldwide news with the stock market crash of October the 29th, 1929, known as, guess what, Black Tuesday. Between 1929 and 1932, worldwide gross domestic product, GDP, fell by an estimated 15%. By comparison, worldwide GDP fell by less than 1% from 2008 to 2009 during the Great Recession. Some economies started to recover by the mid-1930s. However, in many countries, the negative effects of the Great Depression lasted until the beginning of World War II. The Great Depression had devastating effects in countries both rich and poor. Personal income, tax revenue, profits, and prices dropped, while international trade plunged by more than 50%. Unemployment in the United States rose to 25%. And let you grab that again. Unemployment in the U.S. rose to 25%. And in some countries, it rose even as high as 33%. Cities around the world were hit hard, especially those dependent on heavy industry. Construction was virtually halted in many countries. Farming communities in rural areas suffered as crop prices fell by about 60%. Could you imagine having a product and the price falling by 60%? Facing plummeting demand with few alternative sources of jobs, areas dependent on primary sector industries such as mining and logging suffered the most. And there you have it, the Great Depression. And not for us to end on a sad note, why, yeah, gang, that's right, we'll...
Happy days are here again, the skies above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Oh.
But anyway, gang, there you have it. Oh boy, happy days are here again. And anyway, there you have it, gang. That there is game night. And I hope you folks had a good time with it. And I tell you what. And again, and there goes my eardrums. Oh boy, I tell you. Anyway, hopefully. And I don't need to hear it. No, yeah. But anyway, gang, I tell you what. Hopefully you had fun with it, and I tell you, it's a blast putting it together. And but anyway, gang, I tell you what. Now, winners, I tell you what. If you want to claim your prize, you must send me your address via email. You've got an hour, and we'll get that stuff off to you. And I tell you what. And I tell you now, usually, why game night is going to be always the second Tuesday. That's right, our normal broadcast night, Tuesday, the second Tuesday of the month. So always something to look at and whatnot. But anyway, gang, that is all that we have for this evening. And I hope that you, again, that you had a good time. And I tell you what, we're going to actually be involving more media bits. I would love to do more media bits. I always just have to be careful of what is actually copyrighted and not get a strike and all that good stuff. But that takes a little bit of research. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, hopefully you guys like it. And but anyway, gang, we'll be right back here next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for our usual Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. And anyway, gang, until then, have a good night, and we'll see you all across the tube. All right, gang, have a great night. We'll catch you around.